everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a life update, and I was gonna have like an Ipsy video and then like a haul. I was gonna have one of those to be like my first video of being back, but I have gotten so many comments, and then about 3 to 4 of you guys on my Snapchat messaging me, kind of wondering how I am and if I'm doing good, because you guys can obviously tell that I've been gone for almost 3 months, I think, 2 for sure, and it's definitely been a while since I have uploaded. And honestly, there are so many things. I'm going to tell you as much as I can, and a lot of it I just have to keep personal and to myself, but I'm going to tell you enough of it so that you have an idea of kind of where I've been. First off, I don't really know if you guys realized around Christmas time I was like really happy, and then once January hit, you could tell that my mood was completely different in my videos, and a few of you guys definitely noticed it, and especially a few people at school who watch my videos, and one of my best friends noticed and was like, okay, what's wrong? Because I had eventually gotten to a point where what was bothering me in my personal life finally got to me. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life the past 4 or 5 years, just so many things in my life that a normal person should not have to go through. I am strong for the amount that I have gone through, but I also had almost kind of like deja vu of stuff that happened a while back. There are just some things that I have to keep private in my life, and then there are some things that I can put on the internet so that you guys can understand more. So just to give you guys a little bit of a background before I even start what's kind of been going on recently, about 3 years ago, over 3 years ago, almost 4 years now, my parents got divorced for very bad reasons. I wish I could tell you guys the details, but I just can't right now because for several reasons. Because I mentioned I have to keep it personal, 2 because I have friends that watch it, and because of the people, like especially like my mom. I know she wouldn't appreciate me putting it out there completely because what happened, and I don't know. I just have family that watch my videos, and I don't really want all of them to know the details of them. I'm probably going to be all over the place in this video because my brain is just, I have so much on my mind. But basically, I'm just going to say that there was cheating and drugs involved. That's all I'm going to say like that. I don't really have a good relationship with my mom. Mom kind of went on the wrong path about 4 years ago, and she's better now, but I'm also not really talking to my mom. Even just the thought of having your parents not together is absolutely the worst feeling ever, but to also have a parent that isn't always there for you when you need them, especially when your parents are going through a divorce. But that's just a little bit of a background. Basically, around Christmas time, I was so happy. You guys knew I went to Bentleyville, and I was putting up videos, even though they were a little delayed because I was so busy around the holiday time. I had a lot of fun, and I was finally at the point in my life where I was truly happy. Like a point in my life where I haven't been that happy in a really long time. I finally accepted the fact that my mom was with another person, and I kind of considered him like a stepfather, and I finally accepted my dad having a girlfriend. And I really like my mom's fiance, and I really like my dad's girlfriend because they're really sweet people. Mom's fiance just became family, and I felt like everything was right. I saved up a bunch of money, and I was finally able to spend and get people really nice things for Christmas. And I was just really excited about that, and everything was good. All my family was up from college, all of my cousins. It was just perfect. And then some stuff that kind of occurred, like drugs-wise, I guess I should say, occurred again. And I just, all of a sudden, like my emotions from what happened, like 3-4 years ago, like all came at me at once, and then also what was happening. And I am someone who I will never touch drugs. That's just how I am because of the stuff that has gone on in my life. Therefore, some people think, oh, Krista, well, you're not cool because you haven't done this and you haven't done that. But honestly, I don't give a shit at all. That's just not my thing. I don't go out and party every single weekend because that's just not my thing. I work almost every single day. I'm 17 years old, gonna be 18 in November. I'm focused on getting out of here. I haven't always been someone who's very sensitive, and I've always been someone who cares a lot about others, and I will make sure that somebody else is happy before I make sure that I'm happy. And I have been someone who has not been happy for a very long time with many aspects and parts of my life. But I love helping other people, and I always make sure that others are happy. And within the past month, I have taken time to really focus on myself, and it's honestly the best feeling and the most strange feeling in the world. When being able to make time for myself and to focus on myself is one of the most amazing things that I have needed in my life, and is the best feeling I've ever had. Then when we got back to school, I had 3 deaths around the same time occur. I actually already filmed this video, and I filmed it a few weeks after these deaths occurred, and I had to quit filming. I cried through the entire video, and I didn't want you guys to see me sobbing through the whole video, so I had to tell myself, Krista, you are not ready to film this video. You need to take time for yourself, take a break from YouTube, and then when you are better, hop back up in front of the camera. And about the deaths, I had a really close family friend of mine die, someone that I grew up with. And I haven't completely gotten over their death because it doesn't seem real, and I haven't seen them in years. I had a lot of good memories with them, and it was a really close family member that a lot of people really loved, and there's just so many good things about the man that I will never forget. And then 2 days later, I'm already kind of getting emotional if you guys can tell, but 2 days later on a Friday, we were having a snowball dance, which is basically like a homecoming. At my school, we have homecoming, but we don't have like a homecoming dance. We have snowball, and then that's like where you dress really formal and stuff. But that day at school, we were having like our fun activity thing that we have all week, and a kid in my grade actually killed himself that day. He was at school that day, and then he went home and he killed himself. So I had, just in that week, we had 2 people die. And then I don't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks after, we had one of our wrestling coaches die. And just out of the blue, he had a heart attack. Really, the only thing I could think of in my head was, God, why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand. You're taking good people out of the world. Like, how much more do you think I can take? Because at this point, I had what was going on with my mom, and then the 3 deaths just all of a sudden, and it all just came in at waves. I haven't had anybody that I know, like, really close to me die in a really long time, and it all just came at once. And I'm like, this is the worst timing. And especially when someone dies, there's no perfect time for that. But it was just all at once. And I felt guilty because the one family member that I was really close to, a whole family friend, I hadn't seen them in forever. I hadn't talked to them forever, so I felt guilt for not talking to them. If you knew him, he was someone who was full of life, so real, just a great person to know that brings so much positive energy into your life. And he loved dogs. One of his wishes before he went, which he knew it was going to be time because he was really sick a couple days before. His wish was that for people to donate to their local animal shelters and humane societies, and to either go adopt a dog or to go and donate for the animals, or go out and walk the dogs and stuff so they get some sort of enjoyment out of their life, because he loved dogs. And it was so ironic. He was actually in line at the movie theater. He's walking in, something along the lines of that, to go watch A Dog's Purpose, and before he could watch the movie, he fell over and had a heart attack, and he was gone before the ambulance got there, which is just absolutely terrible. At the same time, I think his wife and everybody was just, of course, very sad that he was gone, but also to not see him in pain anymore, because he was in so much pain. It was just absolutely terrible. I haven't really gotten a chance to really cry and get over him because I didn't get to go to the funeral. Usually when I go to a funeral, I have that closure and I know I can move on. I did end up kind of having the closure for the coach at school because I went to his funeral, and the kid who killed himself, I didn't go, but I just haven't talked to him in such a long time. So after the family friend died, he was overweight, and then around the same time I was so depressed, and all I would do is eat. And I'm one of those people who, when I'm depressed, I either don't eat or I eat all the time. I eat junk. Thankfully, I have a high metabolism, so my metabolism takes care of most of it, but I was just eating junk from work. There was just sweets around me all the time, and I was eating them, and I eventually got to a point where I was bloated all the time. I felt like I had the flu all the time, and whenever I'd eat anything, I'd get sick. And I finally realized I'm sick of this. I need something positive to focus on and that I can just enjoy doing. So I decided I'm going to start doing yoga again, I'm going to start working out, and I'm going to start meal prepping again. So I started meal prepping again. Within a week, I felt so good. I was not bloated anymore. My stomach was starting to flatten out. I was getting rid of a lot of water weight. I drank a lot more water, so I felt good. My skin was really good. My face was clearing up. The last video that I posted, my skin was pretty clear from what it usually is. Like now, I'm starting to break out quite a bit. I had no makeup on in that video. Like that is how clear my skin is when I meal prep. And I did it for about 2.5 weeks, and then I got discouraged by a friend of mine at school. I went to school, brought my meal stuff there. My friend said to me, "Why are you not getting school lunch?" And I was like, "I don't know, I just wanted to bring my own, and I'm starting to meal prep again." She's like, "You're meal prepping again?" And I said, "Yep." "Why are you doing that?" I was like, "I don't know, I don't know, I just want to get rid of some of my water weight. I just want to feel good." "Well, you already look good. You're already really skinny. Why do you need to do that?" And I said, "Because I'm sick of being really sick all the time." I said, "I've been eating sweets all the time, and I'm just eating really bad. I just want to eat better. It's nothing to lose weight or anything. To be completely honest, I'd rather build more muscle. My goals are to get a flatter stomach and to like tone it up, and then to also get a nicer butt and really work out and get some more muscle. I'd like some more muscle here. And that's just my goal. That's all I want. And to eat cleaner. That's what I want. And if you know me personally, I love my sweets and I love my food. I love food so much. But there's a point where it's just making me sick and I can't do it anymore." And she goes, "You know that every time you go ahead and meal prep, you give up in like 2 weeks anyways." Well, no wonder I give up right away, because people like you make comments like that and I get discouraged. And I quit meal prepping after that. And ever since then, I've been eating like crazy because I was depressed as heck. And now I'm bloated again and I feel really sick. So now, this week, I have started again. Not exactly the meal prepping, but I've been working out. I feel so good when I work out and I miss that feeling. So I'm going to try and focus a lot of my energy and stuff on that and just trying to get out of school and working. Honestly, I've been spending so much time working right now because I have work release, so basically I get to leave school at 1 o'clock. Well, I leave about 15 minutes early, and then I get to go to work and work every single day. But yeah, that's another reason why I haven't really had videos up. But also, I just haven't been able to film, because when I film, I want to be like in a good mood, which right now, I'm in a good mood, and I'm kind of sad, but that's because I'm talking about sad stuff in my life right now. So I just don't like sitting in front of the camera and being really mopey and just not enjoying what I'm doing. I want to be in the mood to film, if that makes sense. And then something else really hard happened in my life, which I'm going to try and not get emotional about. I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and that's something that was a really hard decision in my life. I hate that I had to do it, but I also needed to for myself. Even though it hurts so much to do, it's just something that needed to happen. And to be completely honest, I kind of wish I would have done it a long time ago, just so that things maybe could have worked out a lot better. Because having us, like our break and us being broke up kind of made him realize what he kind of lost, and like the quote, "You don't realize what you got until you don't have it anymore." I just wasn't happy anymore. We didn't really do anything, we didn't go out, and just things haven't been the same for the past year. And I now know what it is, which I'm not going to share with you guys all of the details just because I don't want to share that on the internet. It just makes me really sad because I don't really have that many people in my life anymore, because I've cut so many negative people out of my life. And I'm really sad and alone right now, which is why it's been really hard to go ahead and sit on camera. And even though I don't have my boyfriend Jude in my life right now, which I do right now. It was really hard, but at the same time, I wasn't being disappointed every day. I'm someone who loves to go out and do stuff. There's so many things you can do for free, and we just weren't going on dates. The time wasn't made. Things weren't done in the relationship equally, and that is why we grew apart, and for another reason which I'm not going to mention. I have been hurt by the people I love the most, and that's what hurts so much. My mom, and then not having Jude. It just makes me really, really sad because I don't do anything. I just try and love people as much as I can and help them as much as I can. And I've come to realize that there are just some people that you can no longer help anymore unless they want the help. That's just kind of how life is, I guess. Which is another reason why I am graduating early. I just want to get out of the area where I am. I'm going to be living about 45 minutes from home, and also in between Minnesota, where I'm going to school, just so that I'm kind of close, somewhat far enough away from home, but then also close enough to where I'm going to be going to college. But yeah, in November I turn 18. I'm gonna live here until January, which is when people who graduate early get out, and then I'm basically gonna go move out. Trust me, I'm gonna get the heck out of here as soon as I can. And I'm gonna go find a job, and I'm just gonna be working a ton, and then I also plan on doing YouTube. So working and doing YouTube are gonna be like my two main things that I'm gonna focus on when I move out in January. And then when school comes in the fall, I'm gonna be going to college for cosmetology, and I'm going to be getting my cosmetology license, and I'm also going to be going to a makeup school. And I want to get a really good job. I want to be a makeup artist, but I also want to have my cosmetology license just so that I can go work wherever I want. And usually whenever somebody hires like a makeup artist, they kind of want to see that background as well. Anyways, and I kind of need to go work in the retail business. So I'll probably go work at like Sephora or Ulta or Nordstrom, or go work at like a beauty counter, like a MAC counter or something like that. Selling products, because that's a good background to have as well. That's kind of like my plan. I am still talking to my boyfriend right now, and we're kind of slowly trying to see if things will work out, kind of starting over. And it's just kind of we're gonna see if things can be worked out, and if not, then they don't work out. And if they don't work out, then they just don't work out, and I'll always love him. There will always be a special place in my heart for him because I love him so much. But sometimes you just have to let people you love go, and we're gonna try again to see if things work out. If they do, wonderful, and if they don't, then that's just how things have to be. And I've just been really sad over that because I don't really have that many good friends anymore. And I hate school now. I just want to get out so bad. But once next school year starts, I have until January, and then I'm out, which will be amazing. And I can go start my own life. I just want to be out, and I want to work, and I just want to get on with my life and do YouTube and go somewhere with my career, because that's really what I want. That's basically the gist of it. As much that I can tell you guys for the respect of myself, and also to respect my friends and family as well, because there's just some stuff that I can't share with you guys. I wish I could, but because I have friends and family that do watch my videos, I just don't want to start any more drama in my life. I hope you guys understood. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have commented on my videos, and who have, I see you guys like checking out my Facebook page. Thank you guys for those of you who have been giving me snaps on Snapchat and messaging me and asking me how I'm doing, where I've been. I really do appreciate you. You guys were the ones who really put me in a good mood to go ahead and get on film and film this video. And then for those of you who didn't message, I love you guys all the same, of course. And then for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm sorry this may have been a weird video for you guys to watch for the first time watching me. I have a lot of other videos for you to watch. Definitely some more videos to come, some more makeup tutorials, more hauls, more fun stuff. I have more videos planned, like skincare routines and nighttime routines and morning routines. I have a lot of stuff planned. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and being so understanding. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys all in my next video.